Hello. Welcome everyone to this marathon where we'll be learning Microsoft Excel. We'll be focusing on data analytics. I am Dhruv. I'll be your instructor for this lecture series. I'm really privileged to get this opportunity to give you, a background about myself. I have been working with Excel and all these data analytics tools like Power Query, Power Pivot, Microsoft Excel, Power BI, Power Automate, Python, R, Alteryx for 2 to 2.5 years now, and I have been teaching a very good cohort of 200-300 students already in different schools and colleges. I have learned Excel in a very complicated way. I am a very slow learner, so it took me around 3 or 4 months to learn Excel. I tried learning from books, I tried learning from YouTube lectures, I tried learning from courses from Udemy or Coursera, I tried learning from faculties from my college when I was in college. But nothing actually worked out for me. So I tried to create my own setup for myself, and it really worked for me. And whenever I've actually talked to the students from that perspective, it has worked for them as well. Because I have seen in most of the courses, or let's say video lecture series that you can find over the internet or even the books, one of the most fundamental things are always missing, right? And for us, we need to keep it really close to our heart, the fundamentals. So in the first two lectures that you're going to witness, after that, the first two lectures that you're going to witness are completely going to focus on fundamentals. And trust me when I say that those two can be boring, those two can be really easy. But when I say that we will be using this for the rest of our life, I'm damn serious about that, right? And there's if you can see on the screen right now. There is a way to learn Excel. So why I say there is a way to learn Excel? See, in today's business environment, things have changed. If we go in the last decade, I'm not talking about the software update for Microsoft Excel, but I'm talking about the way people were using Excel. We didn't have any AI or chatbot or any other artificial or machine learning environments. So to analyze data, as we have today, things have evolved dramatically or drastically. See, the thing is, Excel is really essential to be learned today as well. But the thing is, today we need to be more efficient. Instead of knowing what exactly do we need to do once we have a problem statement in our hand. So we can upload the entire data set to ChatGPT also or any other AI, and we can get the entire solution for the same. But if we say who actually makes a difference in the business environment when it comes to Microsoft Excel, is the person who knows what to do, when to do, and the quickest way to do the entire problem. We say there are so many people who are working in big companies. Some people actually have a lot of workload, but according to the managers who are sitting at the top, they always believe that the workload is not that high because they believe that employees should know how to use the software in the first place. So even this entire course is decided to be on this perspective only. While we work with this entire Excel series, you will understand that whatever projects or let's say case studies we are taking this into consideration, or let's say a perspective that whoever is actually going through these lectures, they're actually learning this for the first time. So we are covering all the fundamentals and we are going to the advanced level also, and we are using the right technique. And the second thing, we are going to work on the efficiency part of it, which is required in the today's environment. We'll understand the concepts and how to actually use ChatGPT for the help as well. Third, whatever case studies we'll be using, it would be like a small life project for you, in itself. So all of these case studies will be really relevant. We'll be using data from the industry itself. Again, it will be a little sensory data. We'll not disclose any critical information, but give you a gist about it. We'll have, let's say, first case study. The first case study will be building on first basic concept, and then we'll go to the intermediate concept, and then we'll go to the advanced concept as well. So as we work along with all of these concepts, you'll understand that we'll keep on working on the efficiency part on our data analysis. We'll keep on getting better and better. So the number of Excel sheets that we are going to give you will be lesser, but the concept that we will be actually giving you will be building on one over the other. So I hope that you are able to understand how we are able to connect this entire thing with your series. We are having this into our mind that you are actually going to use our course and you are going to apply to different companies, or what if you are working in a particular company already, then you are going to go for the promotion. We are working on that perspective, right? So we are upskilling you so that you are industry ready. So that is one thing that is very critical and very important, that is already there in our mind. Second thing, as you can see, how to use this entire series. Before we actually dive into the entire course, I wanted to understand that as I am going to work around with all of these Excel files, that most of the files have been created by me or have been taken from internet, which are open source. You actually have to look at the entire course and do it with me, right? Imagine that you are sitting with me in a classroom and then perform the functions with me. If you are facing a problem with something, you can always pause the video and you can open up Excel, go to Google. If you're facing problem, you can contact us and we will be able to provide you help. But if and only if you are going to work with me, then and then only you will be able to learn best with me, specifically for Microsoft Excel, right? I have been teaching a lot of students. I have taught people for Power BI, Power Pivot, Power Query, and Excel also. But Excel and Power BI, these two concepts are these two concepts are most critical that you have to work with me. So I always suggest everyone who is actually going through my course to split the screen, right? So on the half of the screen I am taking the lecture, and the other half of the screen I'm actually you can open up your Excel file and then you can work around with me, or you can always use your phone for the video lecture, and you can use your laptop or your personal computer for the Excel file that you're working on. I hope you are able to enjoy this entire series. Trust me when I say that I'm not a very boring person. I will be very fun at times, and I will be very serious when we need to. I will be emphasizing much more on the concepts which are really important, and on a lesser side when the concept not that important for us, but we need to know the concepts as well. So this entire course is not following a very strict structure that we have to just do it. We'll work along the case studies and we'll try to solve and get more and more information around the same. But again, as I say, we'll keep on building one over the other. So by the end of the series, you have a good understanding of how to actually use Excel, what is a way to use Excel, and obviously you can go ahead and you can do projects by yourself. We want to make you independent with Microsoft Excel. So that would be it from my end. This would be the first introductory lecture. I really hope you have fun. If you have any doubts, you can contact me. Thank you so much for joining me.